Reading and writing and arithmetic. In Lebanon, these aren't taught to the tune of a hickory stick, but rather by volunteer tutors with big hearts who recognize the importance of literacy to children, adults, and our entire community. The Laclede Literacy Council, led by Sandy Musice, has given thousands of people in our area a passport to a better future through things that most of us take for granted, like reading, writing, and arithmetic. Our 2014 Community Impact Hometown Heroes are Sandy Musice and the Laclede Literacy Council. The Laclede Literacy Council was founded in 1987 as a nonprofit organization to provide free tutoring services. They started out in a little office in the Crosslines building with a couple of tutors and a handful of students. Since then, the Literacy Council has found a permanent home in the Lebanon-Laclede County Library and has helped nearly 4,000 individuals with their educational goals.
The Literacy Council has a mission statement, just like the library has a mission statement. And when you lay those next to one another, they are almost exactly alike, because that mission is education and literacy and moving people forward. It's a natural fit. It is a perfect fit. We complement one another.
All tutors are volunteers and are certified. Tutors and students alike are all ages and come from all walks of life. Just last year, the Literacy Council provided help to over 300 students with only 60 tutors. Sandy Musice wasn't the first Literacy Council director, but she is the longest-serving director at its helm for more than a decade. Under her leadership, services have expanded significantly. In addition to tutoring, basic literacy services now include teaching English as a second language. A family literacy program was initiated for children reading below grade level. Established in 2002, the Prison Literacy Program provides tutors for Laclede County Jail inmates with low literacy skills or work towards their high school equivalency diploma. Recently, a new testing program that is the equivalent of the licensed practical nurse admissions test has been introduced. All of these services are free. The books are free and the teaching is free, thanks to the generosity of businesses, individuals, and some creative fundraising. Sandy has served tirelessly and has been instrumental in the development of the Literacy Council in our community. She tutors, writes grants, organizes volunteers, pairs them up with students. She evaluates those seeking help and assigns the materials, does reports, and keeps stats and fundraises. Sandy truly understands the power of literacy and knows that it changes lives. 61-year-old Marie Johnson has been one of Sandy's students for almost 10 years.
Yeah, I have seen pictures of me in school, kindergarten, but I don't remember really nothing else.
Actually, her parents pulled her out of school because she was dyslexic at 3rd grade because they didn't think that she could learn anything. And they were wrong. They were so wrong. And Marie, when she studies, she comes a long way. She really does a good job.
She says, if you don't get your homework done, I'm knocking your head off.
Oh, no, I don't say I'm going to kick her.
No, she's flipping.
Anyway, I threaten her, but she knows I won't do any of that. But anything to get her to laugh. You know, it's very stressful to have to work with something and not be able to read every single thing that you pick up. And Marie's a good sport about it, and she takes my kidding good-naturedly.
Now Marie can write her name, read most menus, fill out a check, and do word search puzzles. With the help of Sandy and the Literacy Council, Marie and hundreds like her now have a chance for a better life.
There is no reason that they cannot come here and get set up with a tutor to actually change their life. We say that the Laclede Literacy Council is free, it's confidential, and it works.
Keeping all its services free and having enough funding to do that is always a top priority. Getting more tutors is also on the top of that list.
My student now is an English as a second language student, and she comes from Puerto Rico. She's a college graduate. She can read anything in English, but she cannot understand what she's reading.
Arla has helped her make great strides.
Besides what we do here in the library, studying what the words mean and all of that, I take her on field trips. We've been to the theater, we've been to the, events here in Lebanon, and so she can interact with the people. The more she meets the people and they talk to her, the better she understands the language and what it means.
No matter how long it takes, Arla plans to be there every step of the way. For nearly 25 years, the Literacy Council has had a positive impact on literally thousands of Laclede County residents by offering them a chance to improve themselves or their situation.
Sandy helped me write letters to my grandson, and that really makes me proud to write to him.
Our tutors get discouraged when they drop out before the course is done, but anything that they learn will help them sometime in their life. I don't think that there's anything that is ever wasted about education.
But no matter what, it's never too late to try. Clarabell Moses didn't finish high school because she decided to get married and start a family.
My husband had not been able to speak for 8 years because of his stroke, and I had wrote down his stories he had told me before, and it thrilled him so much, and I think it helped him with his pain.
And before he died, she had a chance to read it to him. It was good enough to be published, in fact.
I went back to school and got my GED because of the books I wrote. I didn't want it to say Clarabell Moses, high school dropout.
At the age of 65, Clarabell Moses became a 2011 high school graduate. She went on to pen 3 published books that are selling quite well on Amazon. Clarabell currently attends classes at OTC and has even been on the Dean's List. The Literacy Council not only gave her the instruction and material for her GED, but it also gave her the confidence to let nothing stand in her way towards her education and her bucket list. That's what the Literacy Council is all about, empowering people to change their lives through education by reading and writing and arithmetic for free. Sandy Musice and the Laclede Literacy Council are changing our community one student at a time. And that's why they are our 2014 Community Impact Hometown Heroes.